Welcome to Frontier. We have an efficient team to work with your data to provide better insights, as we strongly believe what gets measured gets improved. Before going to know what today's topic is, let's have a small recap on what we saw in our last video. The last video is all about correlation and covariance, and its formulas have been explained and its usage has also been explained. If you want to know more about it, kindly check the link that has been pinned above. I feel glad to welcome you all to my today's topic. The today's topic is principal component analysis, also known as PCA. Are you guys feel excited to know about PCA? As we all know, statistics is the core for data science and machine learning. Each and every topic in the statistics holds more importance for this reason. At the same time, statisticians would find this principal component analysis PCA as the hero of statistics. Yes, it is said so because of the importance it holds. The data is not always about dealing with 5 to 6 columns, that is feature variables. We would have encountered many number of columns with which we have to predict or classify our target variable. Handling these many columns is not easy and it does not give good results as expected. One might feel the importance of PCA until the person gets struck with handling many columns in model building. It usually plays a vital role in data preprocessing. Knowing the importance, let us move on to know what actually the PCA and how it works. While playing with the data that has many variables, it is not that every variable contributes well to the target variable, and hence we have to reduce those variables. Technically speaking, this process is known as dimension reduction of the feature space, also known as dimensionality reduction. To be noted, this has to be done without any information loss. Dimensionality reduction can be achieved by two ways, that is, feature elimination and feature extraction. Now let's briefly see what feature elimination and feature extraction is. Feature elimination is the process by which we remove the unwanted variables and will take only the necessary variables into consideration. For example, in case of predicting the stock price of the company, considering only three important variables and leaving the others. The disadvantage here is that the knowledge we gain from the eliminated variables is actually lost. So it can be used only when one knows the importance and the role each feature variable plays with the target variable. Now let's see what feature extraction is. Feature extraction overcomes the disadvantage mentioned above. Let us study what actually it is with an example. If we have 12 independent variables initially in our dataset, then in this method it forms another set of 12 new independent variables with the combination of all independent variables. So here the information gets combined and loss of information never occurs. But now you might have the question where it reduces the variables. The answer is when new independent variables are formed, it gets formed in the order with the information first. So more information first will be get selected and the other variables will be get eliminated. PCA is based on the idea of feature extraction. Now let's see its advantages. PCA is a way of identifying patterns in the data and express the data in such a way to highlight their similarities and differences. Since patterns in data can be hard to find in the data of high dimension where the luxury of graphical representation is not available, PCA is a powerful tool for analyzing the data. The other main advantage of PCA is that once you have found these patterns in the data, you can really compress the data, that is by reducing the number of dimensions. This process is done actually without much loss of information. Let's dive into PCA's procedure. Step 1 here is to standardize the data. Step 2 form the covariance matrix of the variables, that is your columns in data. Step 3 find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors of the covariance matrix of step 2. Step 4 form the scree plot and select the suitable number of components as given by the L bend. The scree plot will be explained in my next slide. Step 5, for the selected principal components from step 4, derive the new data using the formula final data is equal to row feature vector into row 0 mean data. Now let's see what scree plot is. The scree plot usually plays a vital role in PCA as it determines the number of components to be considered. The graph shown here is actually the scree plot of the principal components in the data with the corresponding eigenvalues arranged in the descending order. It finds the number of principal components to be considered. You can see that the L bend is formed in the factor number 4. So we have to take into 4 factors into consideration. See with an example. The covariance matrix is usually formed as said in the procedure, and the eigenvalues and the eigenvectors are derived from it. As said earlier, final data is usually formed with the formula row feature vector into row 0 mean data. Row feature vector is actually the matrix with the eigenvectors in the columns gets transposed. So now the eigenvectors are now in the rows with the most significant eigenvectors at the top. Row 0 mean data is nothing but the mean adjusted data getting transposed. And you can see in the third picture the plots of the PCA. You all have now an overall idea about PCA. If you want to know more about PCA, kindly check my statistic blog for which the link is given in my description. If you have any queries, let me know in my comment section. Kindly do like, share and subscribe Frontier 2020. Thank you guys.